Huzzah, homies. Give me just a minute. Gonna go ahead and grab that link for our homies in the Discord, and we'll get this thing started again with a proper intro. Just give me just a couple of seconds here. Go ahead and mute that. And then go here. And here. Until it shows up with the freshest of freshnesses. I'm always grabbing the wrong link out of the thing. I don't know which one is which. So my apologies. I'm going to figure this out. I actually found an editor tonight. Alright, so we're going to do this. Almost ready. Hold. Here we go again. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and paste that sucker right there. Alright. And quick close. We're going to edit all this out after, like immediately after the live. Huzzah Azoles. How's everybody doing? Appreciate you checking out another of our Be My Horde vids. We did a little bit of grinding while we were offline. I need to speak up, I've been told, and use my mic a little bit better. I hope this new positioning is doing a little better for us all. I got the mouse follow on, so she's just going to kind of float around. Alright, so we found some interesting stuff while we were offline. We went looking for the Shadow Realm again. We're going to find that. We broke the game a couple times. We're going to try and replicate that, show y'all how we're doing it. So the first thing you'll notice is we have not unlocked any of these extra perks. We're not worried about that. We're going to try and get the Hardcore 10 with just the original move set. Seems really, really strong. We have not unlocked any of, what is that? We haven't chosen how to do our summons. We're just doing the original summon style, whatever the default is, without buying that. And we haven't unlocked any of these extra lives. I think there's 2 of them, people said. We haven't bought none of those because we just don't need them. So we have done... Ooh, yeah, let me turn my hardcore up. Hopefully I can do that without breaking the mouse. Which it definitely does do, like, every time. Yep, see, it did. No, it didn't. Alright, we're good. So if you hit escape, it doesn't do it. But if you hit the back button, when you double click the res, it'll make your arrow disappear. I'll show that later for the devs. Right now, we're just going to jump right on in. I believe, let me get some game sounds turned up. A couple of the homies in the Discord are having a little bit of issue with playing the game. So we know that they like the music and all that. Those are the settings we're using. Alright, so we're just going to get right into it. We did buy all the other stuff. So we get a free perk right out of the gate now, which is neat. Kind of too strong. Like it's all very strong. You're going to see in a second. We're going to grab our aura. Just because we like it. And we're just going to dive on in. So the first thing we're going to do is go looking for that Shadow Realm. You may have seen some of my really early videos. In fact, I've taken them down where we showed a darkness level if you went far enough. And so it used to take about 15 minutes of walking in a singular direction. This time, we just found it before we jumped live. And it took us like 28 minutes. We wasted some time because I thought they just took it out, so I wasn't really driving for it. But yeah, it was around minute 28 and a half or so. We found the Shadow Realm. So that's what we're doing right now. We're just gonna keep walking in a single direction. I need to get our starter horde kind of good to go. Yeah, there we go. That's why I'm going a little bit slow. We'll make a little detours as makes sense. But for the most part, we're just going to pick a direction and walk in it. And so that direction is going to be south. Boom, boom, boom.
Thanks.
Like I said, we're here as we're getting our horde ready to go. We may stop and pick up a few extra homies. But later on, you'll see we're just gonna, it doesn't matter. Get the body, don't get the body. I do want to grind up a few souls, but we're not gonna worry about that on this run. In fact, we don't have anything left to buy really for a while. I don't want to buy any of that other stuff. Hasn't been necessary. Make sure our homies are all healed up. So we're using the original move set, so you can pretty much guess. I mean, you just get most of them. I did start taking speed urns instead of speed trees. The speed doesn't come into play really at all, except for finding the shadow realm. The reason I take that when I'm forced to is to spawn more urns for the heals. So by far the move that is making this most viable, man, they are just, I got nothing. We just walked into nothingness. But by far the move that's making that most viable is called Graveyard Specialist or something like that. Dominator, I don't remember. You'll see it. You will see it as we go along. It's a tier 5. It's the only tier 5 move I've seen. So I'm guessing it's the only one available in the original move set. And it seems like you have to take a few different things in order for it to unlock. I'm going to grab these guys because we're a little behind where I usually am at this point. So I'm just going to circle around and find these dudes. We are going to find that Shadow Realm though. Here we go. Gravestones, that's a very important one to take. Not necessarily for what it does, certainly not on tier 1 or even as a function itself, but it unlocks. It helps you unlock Graveyard Specialist or whatever. Boom, boom, boom. So we're taking that. Heal our homies up. So you got to get the urn. You got to get the graveyard or gravestone, whatever. Boosh, boosh, boosh. I think you need tier 2 of each one of those as well. Not positive about that. I have gotten it without getting the tier 3 or 4 that becomes available. So I know that you don't need those. Oh, there we go. I'm just gonna shake those dudes off real quick. I have found out, like usually, if I'm not making a beeline in a single direction like I am now, your horde is more than big enough to just stand there at the 4-minute line and get a bunch of cool dudes for pretty easily. Pretty easily. Heal these homies up. Bam, bam, bam. We have not gotten the card that makes all of the urns heal yet. All of the basic urns heal. But you can see that the heal chance is just really high. Like, absurdly high. There's been a couple times where I've done like half a dozen urns or whatever, and it didn't give me what I wanted, and I was pretty disappointed. But it's not often. If you hit a 3-pack, you're almost always getting at least 1 heal. And pretty often getting 2. I'm just doing a circle back around because I want to make sure that, you know, we don't have a loss or anything like that. So we're going to take our tier 2 of the gravestones called Great Plague. And again, it's not a guaranteed spawn once we do, I think we have to get the all urns heal as well as all we're missing. I think. How do you know? Devs haven't put a list out or anything like that. But from my guesses, this seems to be what's working. So I think we're only 1 move away from unlocking the potential of the tier 5 cards that spawn. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Actually, that might be a tier 4. I don't know. I don't remember. We'll see. We'll see what occurs as we roll through. I hope my mic's being a little louder. I'm trying to talk a bit louder too because I know it's not like I'm using a webcam mic, so it's not like it's right in my face or anything. And I have kind of an open room where I'm at with an AC going and whatnot, so it may not pick up as well. I might take a peek to see if I can't change some settings. I do have a headset somewhere else. I might pick that up tomorrow and use that for the mic portion. See if we can't get that going better. I had a headset mic when I did my earlier videos, but it was cheap. It was ridiculously cheap. It doesn't work. It doesn't work anymore. So we're gonna take speed earns. I don't care about that at all. Actually, we're just gonna do a reroll. Here we go. Make our aura decay bigger. I like that. It is not as strong as it looks, but it's a move I like. So that's why I get it. I always get it and max it. I found out during one of our runs that it just doesn't do anything at all to paladins. They will follow you for 10 minutes and not die in your aura. It's pretty insane how low the damage is compared to them. But whatever, they might work on some scaling. I'm trying to consider what the what feedback I should give them, because they do seem to listen real well. Not obey, obviously, but they listen and try to understand what you're trying to solve and come up with ways to help make that situation better. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to hang out here and scoop up some of these again, just because I want to make sure that we're doing all right. And I haven't done a run that's just straight never getting anything, so I don't want to screw this up for us. All our guys are pretty beat up. Go get them a heal. Nope, not that one, I guess. Maybe these. That ought to do it, right? Nope, none of those. I did all that trash talk about how good the spawn rate is. They just didn't do anything. So once we get the graveyard keeper, or what the hell ever it's called, we don't have to worry about anything. We could lose damn near our entire horde and keep walking. And urns and gravestones are gonna give us new dudes, and it'll be totally fine. Let's go pick up some of these gravestones right here. Pick them up and get it gone. I do appreciate everybody that gives the video a look, or a like, and all that kind of good stuff. Working on I want to do a very interesting and ambitious project that is basically has nothing to do with video game streaming. Lovely. But before I do that, I need to cut my teeth, learn a few things, get a few things better. Public speaking, I have no problems with that. It's always better if you got someone else to play off of and talk with. What do we got here? All urns heal. That's what we want. Bang. But at the end, as far as the technical stuff goes, editing and actually posting on YouTube, that's not a site I've streamed on or posted videos to before, and all that stuff. So it's all a learning journey. I know the content isn't that amazing. I really want to put out some more beneficial videos where we this is what this move does, or maybe a breakdown of what all of the moves are. Obviously that requires a fair amount of editing and making it concise instead of just streaming through. Oh man, this is the first time in a while my horde isn't bigger than the 10-minute horde. So I'm really slacking and not paying attention. I'm kind of acting like it's the old version of the game. I hope that doesn't cost me too much. Boom, boom, boom. We're just gonna circle around. But there again, that's the nature of the channel, right? That's Justin Azoles Gaming. We're not trying to be perfect. We're trying to do shit down and dirty. And make it work out anyway. Make it work out through sheer willpower alone. Oh, so y'all don't have to grind too hard. That's the spirit and the nature of what we are doing. We need a bigger horde. I want to do that on the next run, because I'll probably do 2, maybe even 3 of these. I'm not going to run the clock out super long. It seems to break. I haven't figured out how or why we're breaking it yet, or if they just took the mage spawns away after 31:20 or something like that. It's not sheep. We didn't use sheep last time. We're gonna do our best not to use sheep this time. But our last 2 runs, we've been able to run the clock as long as we want, mostly by walking away. Not with the broken, our army is so big we can just stand there for 40 minutes and let things run into us. But nonetheless, we definitely break the time.
Watch out for their lances, my
Oh yeah, we don't want you. We're gonna go through that nice little opening. We're just gonna shake those dudes off. Here we go. There's our tier 4 healing. Leaves the vapors. The vapors are crazy nice. That's what we're looking for. Boom, we want those vapors. And the cool thing is the next one, see, look, we'll get those vapors and we'll just heal our homies right up. You gotta stay in there for a little second. They don't it's not a big heal compared to some of these dudes, these higher tier warriors and soldiers and such. But it's good. It's decent. It's nothing to complain about. I want to shake that guy off. Go away. I have found out in this version it's way better not to focus on getting cavalry. It was tough in the last one, and this one they will wreck your horde and leave you in a really bad position. So it's better just to not focus on them at all. In my opinion, that's what I've been doing. Oh, there's the 13-minute again. First time in a while I haven't been bigger than them. So we are going to look for some urns and just kind of let them chew us up in the back. Should be totally fine. Oh, I should have got that grave. Okay, we'll get this one. Gave us a nice circle around. I'm going to come around. See, I was looking for a good spot to do our circle back around and wipe that out. I think we are going to have made a mistake. Unless I can get to those urns. Nope. Dadgummit. Alright. So what we're going to do is do that one more time. I'm just going to jump right back into it. Mulberry. Actually, I haven't lost in a while. So we're gonna make sure we take care of our horde better this time. I'm gonna grab some gravestones right off the bat. My apologies, wasting like whatever 10 or 15 minutes of y'all's time. Oh, ball. I actually might we'll leave it in there. I did figure out how to do the cuts so I could take away some of the louder things. Or, you know, when I cough and whatnot, since I don't have a mute button on the camera, obviously. Aura of Decay, we're going to take the healing urns. So I do love the Aura of Decay, but at the end of the day, what I want to unlock is that tier 5 grave thingy. And we want to get that nice and early. We want to make sure we have it before minute 20. That's what we want. And so, if it gives us the option of a prerequisite, we're going to take that. We will go find the Shadow Realm, though. I promise you, we will find the Shadow Realm. Boom, boom. For the longest time, I don't know anyone else that's been to the Shadow Realm. For the longest time, they said nothing happened. I don't want that. I don't want that. I do want this. Okay. For the longest time, they said nothing happens. if you keep going in one direction. Everybody believes that. That's not true. You find the shadow realm, and it goes from daytime to nighttime. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, eat them up. Eat them up. We'll spend probably the first 3 or 4 or 5 minutes, well, let's call it 5 minutes or so, making sure our horde's in proper order before we go being ridiculous. I literally just got off a power run right before I started this live, so I was feeling a little invincible. But they absolutely did increase the difficulty of the game since the previous version, so you do have to pay a little bit of attention early on, a little bit more than before, but it ain't broken, and it ain't unachievable in any sense of the word. Boom. Yeah, we're just gonna walk right by that, not even worry about those dudes. That's just a peasant gravestone. I'm not worried about that either. Ooh, we got 2 tier 2s. Range of aura, or here we go. We want that great plague. Grab these up, bang, bang. We need a few more axes. Once we get a nice amount of axes, which is usually around the 4-minute mark, that's when we can somewhat relax as long as we do the swordsman properly. Then when the cavalry comes out, we're looking not to engage too many units of those all at the same time. The paladins are crazy strong now. I think they focused a lot on increasing the later units' damage. It's just by the time the paladins come out, our aura is big, our other stuff all our heals are in place usually, and we're just having a grand old time. Well, if they're just gonna give them to us, we'll take them. Boom, boom, boom. Now what's cool is those guys are going to follow us wherever we go, so we don't have to worry about them at all. We do kind of want to get the reses on them just so I can get some extra souls. Maybe get a heal or 2. Alright, we got 2 of them. Pick up a few more of these axe dudes. Look, our army. The army spreads out, the horde spreads out like a lot more than it used to. It used to be super pinned to you. Now they'll just be like, we're in a fight over here, bro. We'll see you later. The cavalry still gets out of hand as far as its positioning.
Lovely.
I do wish that were better. No, instants, we don't really want those. Speed trees, we don't really want that. Ah, here we go. Aura of Decay, that's a nice. We don't want either of those. Alright, we'll take the Aura of Decay. Boom, boom. Give our homies some heals.
Dear Warrior, when a lady says no.
And so usually, let's see if we can, our horde's pretty small to be doing this, but we're going to try and snag some of this minute 4 horde for ourselves. And we did okay. It did all right. It put us back on track where I would usually like to be before that horde comes. But that's okay, we're in a good spot now. It's exactly what we're looking for. I know I'm going to the side a little more than down. We're gonna get there. We'll get there before the 30 minutes. I'm pretty confident. We'll end up taking a speed boost before then at some point. It's far. It's super duper duper far. But we will get there. I'll show you the shadow realm.
These warriors don't know when to let go.
No, they do not. And they will suffer for it, mistress. I don't roleplay that sycophant stuff real well. Like, my bad. There's definitely better people at that. I try that. You know, I'm trying for y'all. I see y'all in the Discord liking that, so I'll try to give you better entertainment. That's my goal in this game and stuff, is to get my tech a little better, get my knowledge a little better. I need to get better at jokes. Most of the streams and stuff I did before were all like business interviews and conversations and crap, like more like a podcast type situation, but they were LinkedIn Lives. I basically, when they rolled out LinkedIn Live, I'm the one that helped all the business homies get their stuff started. Or of decay. I think we're gonna take that. Make it nice and strong, at least as strong as it can be. Like I said, it is not that powerful. I think what I'm gonna suggest to them is that they make the inner part more powerful, so if they get in like that inner circle, it's doing a good amount more damage than the outer circle does. Maybe they'll buy into that. Because then if your horde is small, then that part is small and you're not really doing that extra damage anyway. But if your horde is nice and big and a strong enemy makes it inside and is trying to kill you, you have better defense for it. I think that's what I'm going to suggest to them. If y'all have suggestions, drop them in the Discord, drop them in the comments down here. If I think it's a good suggestion, I'll back it. Or workshop it with you. You workshop it with me. Figure out what the hell. My dudes are super bloody. I need heals. Yeah, we're not gonna fight that at all. We're just gonna let that go. We're both too small, and it's just smarter. I've noticed in this version. As much as I like taking on wave 7 minutes, it's just not smart. The number of gravestones is more. Yeah, we want that. But we're going to take this. All the urns heal us now. So that urns are 100% heal on the basic urns. And that's what I want. So then we can take that to tier 4. Yeah, get the heals, homies. So we're going to position that so our hurt dudes actually benefit from those heals. We need to get some more of these swordsmen in our army. I don't want to stay in one spot though and get all stuck. So we're going to try and push them. See, our guys are kind of spreading out, being a little free-willed for an undead horde, if I'm being honest about it. Showing a little bit too much sass. That's all right. We're gonna make it work out. I think those dudes are just gonna follow us. I don't want them beating up all the back without no aura though. So we'll circle around them. We don't have poison. We haven't unlocked it because we haven't unlocked any of the extra perks. So I'm kind of using aura to replace it and take the edge off of my dudes. Yeah, that was really well placed. That was a wonderful heal. Let's get these guys a heal. There we go. A little bit. Not as wonderful as the previous one. So what do we got going on? 9 minutes is going to be a buy. 10 minutes is going to be a big horde. All right. So we'll gather up some stuff and get a nice horde going on for 10 minutes. Make sure we're bigger than they are this time. Just engulf them when they show up. I might grab a speed thing at some point too. I really just want to get to that tier 5. That's the most important thing to me right now. That will help make sure our goals will be achieved. But the speed thing will also really help us close ground toward the Shadow Realm. That's 9.5. We're going to hit the 10-minute horde here. About 15 seconds or so. Which is good, that's fine. We're chill with that. Alright, so now our tier 4 is here. Gonna get those vapors. That's what we need, those vapors. Alright, let's go vapor these dudes up so we can look good for our 10 minutes. And there's some more over here, so we're gonna really look good for our 10-minute horde. There we go. Yeah, pop some of those. Get our dudes in the heels. These guys should start dying soon, I would hope. Hey, get away from me. Now, the one cool thing about the cavalry being way away from your horde, a little later game, not when they first spawn, but as you pick them up as you're going along,
Well done, my
is they'll go and find the heals for you and there's no range on it. So I'm sure that'll change, but there's no range on the Morianna heal. Like, we gotta have our troops inside that little green circle for it to count on them. But because the tooltip says it heals troops and Morianna, it literally heals her even if it gets triggered off screen. You see the little green thing flying from off screen to go heal her up. So I've had instances, I wish I was recording at the time, where I was just completely and utterly, we don't want those guys, go away. Where I was completely and utterly surrounded by paladins, like 100+ paladins. And not only did I not die, but I was full life the whole time. And it was because my cavalry were way out in front of me, just smacking heals for me. It was very nice. I loved it.
lovely.
Just collecting a bunch of souls. I loved it too, baby. That's what I just said. You're growing on me. Your sass is growing on me. I have to admit.
Watch out for their lances.
I ain't watching out for shit. They better watch out for me. I'm just kidding. We're gonna shake those guys right off. Same thing in 30 seconds. So let's get that side some heals. Looks like they can all use it. If you keep your horde alive, it turns out you don't have to res more. When it comes to the mages, I'm gonna be honest, I'm just faster than they are. I don't even worry about collecting them. I was for a while. Like I can show y'all some tips on how to take those mages down as you go. Yeah, let's take the purple. I think that's the second time we picked that up, isn't it? Let's look. Nope, it's first time so far. I got a picture where we've gotten that 3 times in a single run. So I shared that with the devs, let them know that the reports of getting multiple moves in the same run of the same move is not
Your liege sent you to your death.
a mistake. Like, people are not just getting that wrong. It is happening. That's one of the reasons we made this video, is I'm hoping to get a good amount of the bugs that we've been noticing. So we're just going to circle around this a bit, make sure we soak it up. I don't want any surprises like we had last time. I don't like being defeated. It's really not in my job. I've been gaming for decades. I've done ridiculous things. I've built huge communities because of the ridiculous things. I just never streamed any of it. I just never chose to monetize any of it. I don't, it's all just so gross. But one of the bigger things we're doing is a streaming platform to serve creators better. And even though we understand what a lot of the problems are and a lot of the challenges creators are facing, we want to get from the inside and first-hand experience in that. Because you can't be solving problems if you don't if they're not personal to you. I mean, you can. It's just, it gives you a different level of insight. Oh yeah, see, there's trying to give us this one again. I don't want to waste my time with it, but I'm afraid if I hit this, yeah, it's just give us dog shit. All right, let's take the speed earns, because at least that'll give us more earns in general. Plus, a little bit of speed isn't going to hurt. We've done some back and forth instead of straight direction. So that is definitely not going to hurt us to have a little extra speed now and again. Get where we're going. I have no idea how that dude died. These knights seem to be getting raffle stomped some. Alright, let's go find us a couple of heal urns since our horde is pretty beat up. Yeah, there we go. Get those dudes juiced up. Oh yeah, look at those graves. Bunch of graves. Alright, take those, take these heals, and then we're gonna go back towards going down again. Maybe circle around. I don't want these calves chasing me forever, because they'll make an issue of themselves if you don't address them. Just gonna circle around, circle around. I miss the heal that you used to get for doing a res, but to be honest, there's so many heals. Look at all this. There's so many other heals now that you just don't even, like, it's fine. I miss that mechanic. I miss knowing I could walk through a body farm and basically be invincible. But now the trick is just to walk in a line and basically be invincible, because you will always find more urns and graves. Alright, come on, let's go this way. Stop freaking out on me, Chiquita. I'm kind of surprised we haven't got our tier 5 thing yet. I'm hoping it shows up on the next one.
I nearly fell asleep watching the feet.
Charge, homie. Yeah, those knights can get angry all they want to. There is literally nothing they can do to us. We're gonna circle back around. I do wish we had some urns right here, but those knights are gonna get raffled on. I don't want to engage that cavalry. I'm not gonna fight like half a dozen calves for no reason. We are gonna shrug those guys off. Then we're just gonna go back south again. Find some urns. Heal our homies. Oh, come on up here. Heal, 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 heal. What is that? Oh, that's 17 and a half. There we go. Now see, didn't we definitely took this already, didn't we? We absolutely took this last time. We've got this already. We don't, I'm just gonna take this again and like show again how much that crap just keeps showing up. I mean, I know that I have a pretty limited move set for the amount of choices we're getting. So I think they figured by the time you got this far, you would just have a lot of choices unlocked from your domain. And I just haven't done that. I've chosen not to do that. But that doesn't mean that it shouldn't work. That doesn't mean that they shouldn't have, it shouldn't recognize that we already have that card and offer us something else. There's plenty of moves we haven't taken yet that are available. And in addition to that, there's single use cards. So even if we got all of the moves that are available that we have unlocked, it should be offered us the single use cards. So that needs to get cleaned up. And I'm sure they will. They're already talking about, they did an update last Friday, just a few days ago. I forget what day it is. I think it's like Tuesday now. I think it's after, no, it's not midnight yet. So it's Sunday, something like that. I don't really care what day it is, to be honest. Anyway, oh yeah, minute 18 is always rough because it has all that cab in it. We're gonna come over here, and I didn't pay attention or like prep for that at all. Usually I would have my tier 5 by now, and it would be a lot less of an issue. So we're gonna try. Oh man, we're in trouble, homies. I don't want to trigger rush mode, so I'm gonna send that cavalry to go. Wait, there it is. Graveyard supremacy, that's what it is. And so what it does is it makes the urns spawn units, and it makes the graves do everything the urns do, which means they heal us, and they drop that like permanent heal thing down. So we're gonna I wish I had taken tree speed at some point, but we're gonna go ahead and get our heals. We're gonna be okay. We've got a little bit of speed from one of those urns, and every time we hit an urn now, we're gonna get free units. So that's good. We're not worried about triggering that stupid rush thing anymore, because we're always gonna have Cab out ahead of us. We can judge how many units we have by the size of our aura here. I do want to shake these guys off, because they make me super nervous this early when I know not everything is in place. But at the end of the day, those Cab are going to go find heals for us. These peasants should be dying faster. Our aura is not even killing peasants. Why is that? That's weird. But at the same time, we are not dying, so it's not like we can complain a whole bunch. 20 minutes is the it's rush mode thing. We didn't lose our horde; it just does that. We'll take that speeder. Our shit's getting a little bigger because we hit all those. You just see how big it got from all those urn units. That tier 5 thing is like, it's what's up. Graveyard supremacy. That's what you need. I mean, I wouldn't call us surrounded, would you? It's funny, I have about half the number of reses as I did last time I was doing this, so I'm a little bit butt puckered, little worried, but at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be fine. So we're just gonna start making our way straight south so that we can go and find the Shadow Realm, and you'll see why I call it the Shadow Realm. It's pretty fun. I'm gonna see if we can't outrun this. See, this is the first time I think that it's offered me. No, it's the second time it's offered me tier 5. I guess we're gonna take tree speed to make sure we get there. This will not do anything. There's nothing here that could possibly stack, even if it was broken. You know, they already do everything it's gonna do. So we'll take Swift Decay. So this is actually kind of working out, because I might stop this after this run actually and then do another live after. That way, I don't know, because it's the first run, I can just tell the devs to watch the 17-minute thing. I'll give them a time code link or whatever. I think that's an easy thing to do. Boom, boom. Oh, our wizard's back there. What's up, mage guy? Usually by now my aura is so big that it's larger than his attack range. So he's in it, but can't hit me. So I'm hitting him and he can't hit me. It will not kill him. I mean, maybe after 20 minutes or some shit, but it will not. It is not a good way to kill the mage at all. Not even close. Not even what I would call viable. You gotta have units on them. Yeah, walk through here, save our homies. We want to go south, man. Get out of my way. Did we take tree speed? I think we did. Oh, my mouse is off screen. So, oh, she's tweaking out. Don't tweak out, baby. She's on that junk. Walk straight. Oh yeah, what happened to those paladins? They're messed up. Did I get a couple of them? I think I did. Got a couple. Come here, homies. I like the paladins. I think they look cool. For looks, they're my favorite unit in the game. They're absolutely my favorite unit in the game for looks. Not to disparage the look of the other units, but they're fucking awesome. That's a dark paladin if I ever seen one. Come on, Shadow Realm. Like I said last time, it was like minute 28 and a half by the time we finally got to it. Oh, that mage like circled around on me. Boosh, boosh. Ain't gonna do him any good anyway. This isn't gonna be what all my videos are. I mean, believe me, I had enough monotonous crap when we did the hard mode challenge. But I do want to show the Shadow Realm at least once. And so that requires us to kind of do this one direction kind of thing. Would you just go straight down? I absolutely love the all mouse play style controls. That it saves my hands. So I'm an old man now. I am not like StarCraft clicking. Oh man. But it is wonky. It is definitely still wonky. I like all the new art, like the puddles from the rain and all that. Very cool. The only art change I've seen that I can think of that I don't particularly care for is in the domain in the summon chamber. Like the circle you go into is a star now. I mean, I guess I kind of get it, but it's super generic. It's super generic, and the old summon circle or portal circle or whatever you want to call it had a lot of character in my opinion. I thought that thing looked cool. And now it's just, you know, a fucking star. I don't know why you would do that. I don't know what the thought process there was. Like, hey, you know this really cool summoning circle, portal circle thing that has a star in the middle of it? I think it was like a pentagram is what it was supposed to be. Let's get rid of that and just make it a straight up star. And then everybody else was like, yeah, that's a great idea. Maybe it was a trade-off. Maybe like the star guy or star person didn't want something else that everyone else thought was cool, and so they gave him the fucking star so that we could have the other cool thing happen. I don't know, I'm just guessing. I absolutely am not that read in. I am still trying to get Dibbler to accept our challenge. See, our cavalry is out there just feeling the living piss out of us. I am not comfortable right now. Like, I'm very, very concerned about our survival ability because I'm not in control of it. But our cav is out there putting work in and making sure we're getting the heals that we need. Oh yeah. Oh man. Yep. Give me something. Give me some kind of something, homies. Oh, this has gone so much worse than it ever has before. I'm fucking surrounded by mages and paladins. Yeah, stay alive, Cav. Get out and save me. Save me, baby. Save me. Starting to get concerned for the Shadow Realm. Maybe I didn't go far enough, fast enough. Oh shit, they found my Cav. I'm in a little safer position. There we go. We got some new spawns. Thank you.
Lovely.
There it is. We found it. Shadow Realm. 28.5 minutes again. Interesting. Interesting. We'll make note of that. But this is it. If you go far enough in one direction, you will reach the Shadow Realm. Or nighttime, whichever Whichever it might be. So we're just gonna walk through this until we beat this hard mode, and then we're gonna do a normal run next time. But this is it. This is the Shadow Realm. I have walked straight through the Shadow Realm on my last run to I think I quit around minute 42. So we walked through the Shadow Realm for like 13 minutes and didn't get through it. In the previous game, you could get to the Shadow Realm in like 15 minutes with a little bit of speed boost and proper navigation. So these guys are stuck. I want to show that the wizards don't spawn, because they do. So hopefully we get to like, well, we might run it up to like, I don't know, 40 minutes or so. We'll see. We'll see if it's weird things happen in the shadow. Look, these guys are just walking next to me. They're all like aggroed to the... It seems to get more broken every time I do this, because this has never happened before, where they're just have a human escort just chilling next to me. That has never happened before. Oh, I'm very concerned. But yeah, it doesn't go back to daytime, I don't think, if you keep walking in the same direction. No amount of time I've ever done it has it ever gone back to daytime or back to the light. It just remains Shadow Realm forever. Well, that's the first ring. This is the first time the mage spawns didn't really do what they usually do either. So at minute 31, there should be 2 or 3 double rings of mages that spawn. We'll see if that happens. Excuse me, sir. Trying to get to these grades. Woo! Look at that. They're behind. There it is. Oh, it's a triple stack. Will we make it? Oh, we made it. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, we didn't get a heal. Oh! Oh yeah! Oh, we got one. Yeah! Look, the heal is just so much. It's too much. I hate saying that. I hate advocating to make myself weaker, but the heal is too buku. So I want to show at 32 minutes it does not spawn properly. Or at least it hasn't been my last 2 runs. Bum, 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 red. And we actually can get a big horde all back up, get our aura nice and large just by doing this, just by like walking. It's when you turn that they get, oh my god, they did. Some of them did not turn, they just kept going. But generally speaking, we'll show that in a more normal run. It's when you turn that they gain ground on you. And so we can see at 32 minutes it did not spawn the mage ring. And if it follows suit to what all it's been before in the past, it will not spawn mages again. Like, period. Although on the last run we ran into some that were just frozen and geeked out. Like we saw some of the, I think we saw a couple cav or maybe paladins that were kind of geeked out and stuck in position. They look like that. Just keep rocking and rolling. This is what I love breaking games, man. That's just what I do. Usually by taking strategy and like doing things they don't want me to with it. I don't like exploits. I can't hate exploits. I hate cheats. But I do like taking what you gave me and using it in ways you didn't want me to do, I guess. Didn't think I could. That kind of stuff. And the difference between that is, for example, rush mode to me, losing, like in the last version, losing all your hordes so that, see, I didn't res those bodies. losing all your hordes so that you can gain an advantage and have everything charge you and run them into poison. To me, that's an exploit. You're using a mechanic that was meant to end your game in a bad way. But doing, yeah, I guess it's walk faster retreat. But doing, using the poison and dragging assholes through poison and walking away from them and letting them die and making a body farm, all that's being used as intended. You know what I mean? That's exactly what you gave me the move to do. That is not an exploit, in my opinion. That you need to, you know, if you don't want it to work that way, change it. Take it out. Balance it, do whatever. All we've done here is basically walk in one direction. I have no idea what's causing it to break. For the record, in the previous version, the Shadow Realm did not cause any kind of change in gameplay or spawns or anything like that. Everything remained normal. So I can only assume all they did was move it out further so that you're not supposed to find it. And there we go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and end this now because it's at 38 minutes there'll be another spawn. Look at all those mages. They had no hope of hitting me or my guys with that. They were just like taking a shot in anger. I am letting this run just a little bit longer because it's the first time that shows those mages still exist. Usually by now it's just a mass of paladins behind me. And at 38 minutes it's going to do another spawn of paladins. And I want to see if it does the mages or not. To me. I wish I knew what the lyrics were of this song, because I've been trying to pick them out, so I've played a lot of this game. I think it says, "Please don't make me stronger," which is potentially a Christian reference. Where, like, if you ask God for strength to make you stronger, he doesn't just up your stats magically. He puts adversity in your way so that you can grow stronger through adversity. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the lyrics are. I'm pretty sure that's to me, but I cannot for the life of me figure out what's said right before it. Whoosh. Whoosh. They're just shooting each other. I think they're shooting the units I pick up with the, like, urns and whatever. Look at that nice big... I have so much cavalry out there that my aura of decay is pretty decent sized. I like that everybody else's pictures. Let me see if I can get a screenshot of this. That'll be useful. That might be a thumbnail for later. But I like that everybody else that's broken the game to go past like 32 minutes has this massive horde. It's the whole screen and all of that. And me, it's just me walking away, like by myself. Oh man, get me out of here. Run away, run away. As soon as my units spawn, they just get raffle plowed. My chick just refuses to die though. I've noticed that both for the living and for Morianna, that being surrounded does not get you hit as much as it used to. Like, these dudes are just chilling. Do not mistake that. If I walk right in the middle of this horde and stand there, they will hammer the living piss titties out of me. But I think that's what we're gonna let them do. Kind of bored, don't want to waste it. Well, it's not that I'm bored, it's just that there's no point in continuing to drag this on, and I don't like wasting time. So we're going to turn right around, make a little bit of a screenshot here, and just walk right into the middle of that horde and see what happens. All the wizards are gone. I don't know where we lost them at. But there we go, hard mode 4 unlocked. We can see we got Great Plague twice. Was there something else we got? Oh, we got offered this twice, but we didn't take it. Was there anything else that we got twice? I don't think we took anything else twice. But yeah, so it's busted. Please fix. Alright, so let's kick that up to 4. Oh, did she change? She used to not change until 5. Oh, look at that. She got the bigness. Alright, let's hit escape, right? And then how did we fix that last time? Come on. Ah, it's fucking broken. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. I still don't want to buy any of this stuff because we just don't need it. Now we're gonna have a much more normal run. Let me check one more thing. I want to check these messages real quick. Yep, blah blah blah. Fair enough. Alright, awesome. So we got a whole bunch of views today. Dear and alive. That's wonderful. I appreciate all of you. Please hit the like thingy after the video posts. I will clean it up and continue to make the content even better. Alright. Let's go. Smash, smash, smash. Now our goal is going to be to see how many souls we can get. How big of a horde can we make this? I have some pretty cool screenshots from the times I wasn't recording. Ah, I'm torn. I'm going to go with gravestones. So we can get that progression moving right away. Come on, kill these dudes. I need bigger piles of dudes to kill. It feels like, wasn't that like a heal circle, and we haven't taken that yet, have we? Let's see. Oh, we did. Okay. All the runs just kind of meld together in my mind. I don't know what the hell I took. We've already got that. Oh. Oh, let's reroll. Ah. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll take that. Alright, and I'm not crazy. Yeah, see, we broke it. I did not have any of these problems in the first several runs we had until we bought, you know, a bunch of the stuff in the domain. I'm not saying that's what caused it, but we did not have these problems earlier. I don't know if breaking it once kind of made it be wonky for every time in the future, or if it's something we bought kind of made it wonky. I might start a new save file and just like record it all if the devs want me to. I don't want to put that much effort into it unless they ask though. Boom. I have a few of these indie games that I'm doing stuff for. Not to mention the businesses and whatever. Which is actually getting pretty intense, man. We're working with a couple of states to put in some battery farms and get some get some things going that'll help some people, which isn't necessarily the battery farm thing, but that opened the door for all this other stuff. We're like looking to build what I like to call the family management app. It does a bunch of cool things, but it's meant to serve group homes. It'll eventually be for everybody, but its first iteration is going to be to serve group homes and help keep the kids motivated and keep track of their stuff. Let's get this one. Let's get that one. Get our progression going. I want that tier 5 stuff. That graveyard supremacy equals win. That's my conclusion. It's not mandatory, but it makes it easy. Just super duper easy. We are gonna suck up those mages this time too. We don't. Our strategy has not been to run away from the mages. It sort of is. Your strategy should not be to run directly at the mages. I promise you that. That is not the winning play. But not like we just did in the last round where we just walk away forever. I like making the circles, to be honest, so that I could get all the souls and the reses so that we can unlock all the crap. But we've done that now. We've already unlocked all the crap we intend to unlock. So our entire goal now is just unlocking the hardcores. I want to unlock hardcore 10 with the original set of moves made available to us without buying more perks. And then I don't know, man. I need a goal if I'm gonna keep running this. So feel free to drop me a goal in the Discord, drop it under one of the channels, something you'd like to see, something you don't think is possible, and I'll fucking do my best. Maybe we'll do a pick every Instacard challenge or something like that so that we get no permanent benefits. I'll start a fresh save and run, you know. How far can you get resin only one thing? I don't know. I need a challenge though. I need something. I need something if I'm gonna keep messing with this. We do have a bunch of other things to like stream and other games. Like I have dozens of other games I've made recorded content on. None of which have as good of a dev team as this one, which is why I concentrate on publishing this content. And then, of course, I've just been made aware today of editing software I can play with. And then a guy who just has some free time on his hands. Things aren't going super amazing for him at the moment. He's got some time. I told him what I was doing and that I was looking for an editor. And he says, I edit. And so I asked him what software he used. He told me. And he made the offer of, you know, helping edit some videos. So I really appreciate him for that. And of course, when we get to the point where we're able to monetize this stuff, we'll absolutely pay him before we pay ourselves. We want to see his situation get better than it is. Our situation fluctuates. We do big things, but then we have to roll that back over to keep the big things expanded. It is not cheap to build an empire. My strategy has been to get low, just get really small. Lovely. And keep dumping all the resources back in. I mean stupidly small. I eat like bar-ass hot dogs and shit. If you've never heard of them, they're terrible. They're literally $1. Right now, in 2024, they're $1 for a pack of 8 hot dogs. It's disgusting. I don't even want to know what they make them out of. The discarded parts of all the things, I would imagine. But that's okay, man. If that's what it takes for us to be able to build engines so that people don't have to live like that in the future, that's our goal. I don't care about being a billionaire or being ridiculously rich. I do run with a couple of billionaires and chill with them. Some of us are building the similar things. Some of us just have similar mindsets. Uh, but nonetheless, that's my goal, is in making a whole shit ton of money, and I'm very vocal about that. I'm super vocal about that in my professional stuff. My goal is to create engines that circulate well, which is more or less jobs that pay really well, so that people are empowered with discretionary income, so they can not only buy their needs but their wants as well, at least an amount of them. And then if so they're giving money to other businesses, and businesses can pay their employees better so that their employees can buy shit from other businesses. And then it all flows and we all get what we need and a fair amount of what we want. Yeah, that's the goal. So we'll see. You would not believe how many entrepreneurs, I wouldn't say entrepreneurs, definitely investors. Entrepreneurs are scared when you talk like that. They're like, oh, you're just pissing in everybody's cornflakes. And then the investors are the ones whose cornflakes you're pissing in. Some people are just irrationally mad about it. You want to help people? Like, yeah, but I don't just want to. We like actively are. I have an event agency. I have a virtual event agency I've had since 2020. Since really early 2020. And we pay people the same no matter where they live in the world. And we pay a rate that has our US based staff is happy. And we have like we have a small town in Belize that we employ. We got a bunch of people in the Philippines. I got dudes in India. Yeah, just all over the place, like wherever. And we you know, if you hold the same position, you get the same pay. That's how it works. Everything is percentage based and margin based on the position. So like our tech support staff, for example, our entry level tech support staff start at $20 an hour with no knowledge. Like we teach them everything they need to do to provide tech support on these whatever event platform.
Lovely.
So they can sign up on our website and get take the training, get certified to provide support on specific platforms. And then when there's an event on that platform, it goes on this little calendar, and they can sign up and go, oh, I want to work this event on this day for these hours that you have made available. And then they get to do that. It's been kind of slow. It's been pretty slow the last 18 months because I haven't put a whole lot of focus on that. We still have some pretty decent enterprise clients, though, that do their main yearly events with us. And so those are nice little booms. Give everybody some money. I've been pushing some other things I can't really talk about. I'm hoping they proc by the end of the year and get moving in a monetary fashion, because I am getting broke. I myself would like to take a tech position. Woo! If you want to be an entrepreneur, you better be ready for a roller coaster, baby. You better be ready for a roller coaster. This time, 18 months ago, from nothing, from no $0 in the bank account, I had risen to 150 grand in cash. Like, well, in my bank account, liquid. And that is not there at all anymore. But that's okay. We put it in, you know, we put it back in the engine. We invested in ourselves.
Lovely.
I did have some investor friends offer to put some dollars into a couple of projects. They just weren't the right deals. That's not what we were looking to do. You got to be real careful when you take investment money. It almost guarantees that you have to do an exit at some point, or an IPO, which is an initial public offering, meaning you go to the stock market. And that's basically the same thing as an exit, but you're exiting to the public, basically. And you can do stock buybacks, but it's all a bunch of jumbo mumbo.
Watch out for their lenses.
Boom, boom. So we're rolling the dice, and we're making some gambles. I got pretty low in life before I finally embraced building for people. That's why I decided if I was gonna do something, I was gonna do it for I was gonna own it. At least in part. I don't mind having co-founders. I give my employees, you know, stock options and shit like that, and revenue share and all kind of cool stuff. But I decided I was gonna own it, and the purpose of its build was gonna be to create environments that empower people to be better and make better choices. Because in my experience, most people are pieces of shit. And they're not, in their heart, they don't want to be garbage. But you can't trust them, you can't count on them. They're going to be looking out for themselves. They're scared, they're terrified, and the choices they make are driven by that fear. And unfortunately, that fear is all too often justified. They gotta worry about themselves, they gotta worry about their immediate families, their children, their spouses, and if they're out there gambling on life to be better, or to be a good person, or to help somebody, they're terrified that that help won't be there when they need it, or when their family needs it. And so they make stupid decisions pretty often based on greed and selfishness. But it's greed and selfishness driven by fear. Fear that is spawned justifiably by their environment. And so what the businesses we build have the intention of creating better environments, better financial environments, better monetary environments for people to be able to thrive in. And then if people are making selfish choices and greedy choices, it's not, oh, that's just how the world works. Then we get that vehemently call them a piece of shit, because it's not how the world works. We're changing it, son of a bitch. Which sounds like the rambles of a crazy man, and I'm glad it does, because that just cuts down on my competition. I don't want to sound like a normal fucking entrepreneur. I don't want to sound like something you would go, oh, that's a great idea, that's definitely going to work, and you're definitely going to be, because the shit that garners those kinds of responses in this day, in this environment, and the way things work right now, are trash. They're trash people, they're trash ideas, trash businesses. And the thing is that there's no accountability. You can't point one finger. Every time you nail someone down and you go, this is your fault, there's a viable place for them to point their finger and go, oh, I have to because of this. And so we actually are working with a couple of states. There's there's some foreign countries in the mix as well. And so we're not just talking shit. It's just it takes a long time to make some of these things work. So we're working with a particular crypto company that's pretty unique. They start from a basis of privacy instead of a log, but the authentication and stuff is still there. So it's kind of like digital cash. So that's one change we're looking to make. Like I said, we're doing the family management app. And the goal behind that ultimately will be to show people that they're stronger in their group and that there's benefits to working together and to having a family. I spent the bulk of my money trying to give my family the opportunity to realize that lesson. And to be a family and to be a unit that works together and has each other's back. And yeah, they stole it. They stole a bunch of it. And so now I don't have a family. No, I can't. I'm not going to continue providing the opportunity for that. But I'm gonna do my damnedest to change that, so that someone that comes along in the future with a mindset like mine, where having a family means so much, their family won't have that environmental excuse, that fear, and that need for greed. There won't be any excuse. There's no justification. And so it's chill. I've never been worried about money in my life. Sometimes I've been really low and I haven't had no money. But I'm not worried about it. I'm a fucking entrepreneur, and I have been since the day I was born. I used to sell comic cards. I used to mow lawns. I had a porn empire at the age of like 9. I had a buddy who's I can't even, now that I'm older and I understand and I look back on it, I have no idea how much porn this dude had in his garage that his son took so much and never ever got caught for like 2.5 years. So he was really, the kid was really into Marvel comic cards. Like they're not playing cards, they're like collectible cards. And I used to sell cards. I used to sell them. That was one of the first businesses. Well, not businesses, but financial endeavors I did. Was I would buy packs of Marvel cards and then sell the cards individually. So I started trading this kid packs of Marvel cards for porn books. And of course there was no internet back then, so it's not like you just Google up porn. And they weren't like Playboys. This dude was like into some stuff. Penthouse for sure was in the mix, but just really oddly named things. Nothing terrible or illegal or anything like that, but just on the fringe, I guess. But anyway, I used to trade him Marvel comic cards. I think they cost me like $2 a pack or something like that. And I'd give him like two or three packs, and he'd give me like a whole book, like the whole magazine. And so then I would take the magazines and I would sell them for $1 a page. So I would like take out but you could choose whatever page you wanted. And I would like give you that page for $1. And I used the buck to buy more cards that I then used to get more magazines. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I had a porn empire for like 2 years at the age it started at the age of about 9. Somewhere around the age of 11 is I started to grow up and came to the conclusion that wasn't right and that I didn't want to do that. Before that, it doesn't even, all that moral implication shit just wasn't even in the mix. No one's talking to me about sex and stuff at 9 years old. Maybe that happens these days, but it sure as hell didn't happen back then. No one's talking to me about respecting women's bodies and, any of that bullshit. Not that it, respect people. Respect everybody. I don't think you should hold women above men or anything like that for fuck-ass sure. I think everybody should have an equal opportunity. That's what I think. I don't think, yeah, we won't get into my views there. But the way I like to say it is, everybody starts on equal footing in my eyes, and then it's up to you to like increase or decrease that footing. Based on you and your actions, in your words, but not who you were born as, not what color you are or where you're from or what sex you are. At the same time, I will not celebrate you for any of those things. You don't get a fucking parade or anything like that. You're not special because your ancestors had it bad or anything like that. Nope. All of us had it not that great, except an extreme minority in all of human history. And regardless of if that extreme minority of humanity happened to share characteristics between themselves, doesn't mean that other people that had those characteristics had it any easier than anyone else did. The simple fact of the matter is the bulk of us had a real shit experience since the dawn of time. So I don't think anyone's special. I think inherently, I don't think you just deserve more than somebody else. People be like, oh well, police treat, like, no, police treat poor people shitty. You don't think I ever had it out with some police? I have. Oh, it's so funny. Police treat poor people like shit. That's how it works. It doesn't. Don't get me wrong. There's plenty of garbage, racist and sexist and all this. But it's not exclusive to anyone. Like, people are sexist to me all the time for being a guy. People are racist to me all the time for being a white guy. Well, it's not the same. It is. It fucking is. Stop being a racist. Stop being a racist. But anyway, I don't know how we got on that subject, except the fact that I don't shy away from it. I do not shy away from these things. Oh yeah, I mean we're trying to make engines that serve everybody. Literally make a better fucking world. Because we all only get one life, man, and there's not a lot that you have to do in it. A lot of people don't know this, but it varies from year to year and so on and so forth. But usually, about a third of Mensa members. Mensa is an organization for people with the top 1% of IQ. So the top one, you take these. They have certain IQ tests that they accept, and who of the people who score in the top 1%, you get to join this club called Mensa. And so 30%, usually a roundish 30% of Mensa members are homeless. And being smart is a huge liability, because you begin to see all this bullshit. And so your choice is either to play into that and manipulate it for your benefit and be part of the problem, or disengage and have nothing, or the third and least taken road is the buck against it and not only have nothing but have those with target you out for target you out for trying to take away their scam, basically, their juice, their way of life, what's making them strong. Like, they've made the choice to feed the beast, and you're actively trying to slay the beast. And so they are actively trying to stop you. Dude, look at the size of this thing. This thing is huge. This thing is ginormous. That's the entire screen is our aura. And we haven't even, like, this is not hard. They need to wrap this up, because I will tell you right now, we have not paid attention one. This has all been like muscle memory. I couldn't even tell you what the hell we did this entire run. You know what I did? I held down both of my mouse buttons so it would get rest for me, and I moved around. That's what I've done. Oh my god, this is so massive. We were definitely staying away from that mage though, just because I like the size of this right now. Then there has to be, I don't see any mages on us, which means there's like 1, 2, 3, there's like 7 mages back there or something like that. Like there's 4, 5, 6. There was at least one, so that's 7. I think it's 9. I think there might be 9 mages back there. That's okay, we're just gonna leave them back there for now. Oh my goodness. Did they walk away? Did they? This is a fucking, we're out of here. Chasing, isn't it? Oh my goodness. I wonder how big our army is. I bet we'll break our record by when it ends. I think how we're gonna end this is we're just gonna keep going in the circle and let the see how long it takes the mage spawns to wipe us out. It'll be pretty instant. That's my thought. Is that it'll be pretty instant once the ring of mages spawn. But you can see how powerful graveyard supremacy is. It's absolutely nuts. It's absolutely nuts. I love it. When I first saw it, I was like, does it really do that? That seems powerful. And it does. It does, in fact, really do that. And it is, in fact, powerful. It seems like I'm curious how far I can go with this new version. Some of y'all may know I won the hard mode challenge with like hard mode 143 or some shit like that. 144, I don't really remember. It's up there. It's way up there. If you want to know, go in the Discord, look in the challenge thread. It's right there. Announces me as the winner, at 140 something. I know it was over 142 because I tried to stop there and I missed it. Like, I kept going. I needed that extra buffer because I wasn't going to let the other person win. I don't know if I could do that with it because I used poison. Like, poison in rush mode is how that happens, basically. Poison and speed in rush mode. And so poison isn't even a thing. We do have Aura of Decay. I mean for us, because we haven't unlocked it. It is still in the game. I don't know how strong or not strong it is. I might make another save file just for that. What should we do? Deal damage to all. I've never taken this card. I wonder. Oh, it did not seem to kill anybody. It didn't seem like it did anything. Oh, there, our thing is shrinking, man. They did not like that. Oh my gosh, they took acceptance to that. Exception to that. Oh my goodness, look at all those majors. Let's get another screenshot. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's gotta be a good screenshot. Oh, all the fire. I think I missed it. I missed all that fire. But there it is. There it is, baby. That's hard mode level 5. We got at least 2 swift decays that are the absolute same. I don't know if we took other doubles. It doesn't look like we did. We were definitely offered more doubles. You can see it in the run. Super duper easy. Almost 1,000. We got 906 was our biggest horde, or was our horde size this run. Our biggest horde size this run. It is not our biggest horde size ever. I'm sure I got a screenshot of that. I would have thought it was. I don't know how big I've gotten if it wasn't that. So I'm gonna screenshot that too, just for fun. Oh, we got 6,600 more souls. We got 27,000 in total. I'm gonna kick this up a notch. I'm not gonna do another run. I am. Well, there she goes. So she changes on 4. Oh, so she just changes every time. 1, 2, 3, 4. So something's weird there. I like her eyes in that one. Her face looks much different. So 3, 4, and 5. This is the old 5. This is like, ha ha! I like that. I like it. I like it a lot. We're maxed our thingy out. That's what I like to see. Let's paint this world red. You're damn right, baby. Let's get her done. But we will be getting her done at a later time. Not today. And so just to show everybody again, I did unlock all the stuffs except these 3 things: the extra perks, the summon thing, like how you summon. I guess there's 3 different ways, is what I've read, and the extra life. So we haven't unlocked those things yet because we feel like they're not necessary. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and tab this bad boy out. Thank you everybody for jumping in, for checking us out, for giving us love and support. Smash the old like button there. And we'll catch you on the next one, man.